welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about Made by Mitchell, and I purchased some products from the brand, and I will show you how I did this look and if I liked all the products or if I don't like them at all. Disclaimer, I purchased all of them by a Beauty Bay and they were delivered quite fastly, just so you know. These ones are the new lip products, and then we do have two like more face products. I did a ton of products except for my foundation, concealer, brows with the products. So if you want to see how I started and how it ended all with swatches of both of the lip products, then just keep on watching. Let's try Made by Mitchell. I am, to be honest, super excited. I ordered some things that are quite new, I feel like. One of them are brand new, and we're trying that. My base is so much done. They do have foundation. I did not order them because the color I wanted was sold out, and I am pale, so I needed to get creative with that. I ordered though the newest curve case. This one is the, let me see, it's the lighter one. This one, the packaging, by the way, is super cute, I have to say. We do have 4 cream contour and then 4 blushes. There is one that is like purpley as well, as you can tell here. And then we do have the curve case in this case. You can see we do have 4 contour shades or bronzers, depending on what you like. And then we do have, again, 4 blushes. I will tell you right away, these two, not my favorite. I do have to say I felt like the light version had better like blushes, but the contour or bronzing was quite warm tone, and I feel like these ones are way more for me. So this is why I ordered that. And you can tell this is like the packaging, so you can just like hover it up. It looks quite nice. I wish that there would be like a name for that here somewhere, because it's just on the packaging, which is kind of strange. I also ordered later, at a later time point, the color case, and this one is like 12 colorful like cream products. You can use them, I feel like, in every single way you please, so they should be perfect as a foundation, as a concealer, if you want to do like Halloween makeup, as well as blushes, which I am excited about this one, just telling you. But the coral one is also pretty, so you could use them on blush, you could use them as lip products, as well as other products as you please. Also, this one is a little bit, it's the same packaging that you can just hover it up, and we do have like some rigid here, so you have them. Just if you know, this one is the contour case, this one is the color case, and on the back side you do have like the shade names as well, which if you're not on YouTube, you probably don't need that. To that case, by the way, there will be or is a spatula as well as a brush, so we will try that as well. This one again was in there. I did not order that separately. It just came with the product itself. They also came in a special packaging, which is also kind of nice. So I do enjoy a quite good spatula, and this brush is like a flat brush that could work quite well. We will test it out. And yes, there was this one as well, which is like a brush like for the brush to not like spread like whatever it is. And I also ordered 2 lipsticks. These ones were like on my wish list. These are, I feel like, brand new. Both of them come in this packaging, and except for, yeah, these are the Mattitude lipsticks, and I have a 60s era, which is this beautiful orangey color. And then I also ordered Menu, so this one is more of a nudie brown, which I absolutely love that as well. So we will test both of them. I will see or show you how they perform or like look like on me, so you can maybe do a better decision. So yeah, these are all the products that I ordered and bought, and let's play a little bit with these and find out if I like them or not. By the way, I did not powder any of these, any of my face. By the way, I did not order any highlighter. I did get, because I ordered from Beauty Bay and they had like a special gratitude program, if you will. I did get the liquid blusher in, what is the color? Bubble Trouble for free. And I will tell you right away, this one is not even close to anything I can use as a like product in general. So this is a blush, so this could be like a bronzer or something like this, but I will not use this. This one will get in my giveaway, which I will do soon. So just so you know, you also get this one. You probably can use this as, again, a bronzer, a blush, a highlighter, depending on what skin tone you are, probably also on your eyelids. This look will, by the way, be quite matte, because this one is a matte palette and this one as well, and we don't have any other option. By the way, I will try use this as an eyeshadow. We'll see how this will go. So yeah, let's start though with the lighter curve case, and we will try this on my face. Listen, I did not swatch these, as you can tell, but we will try. I feel like this one will be maybe a little bit too light. Let me swatch this. Of course, if you're a makeup artist, you will go in with a spatula. Yeah, this is, as you can tell, you almost can't tell. Like, this is really light, which could be great as like I wouldn't say lightening shade if you like contour a little bit too much or something like this. Let's try the second one, which I feel probably will fit best. These are really light, don't get me wrong. Did I get any pigment here? This is the color. This is the color. Definitely really light, which I will try first because that can be a quite good point. Then we do have like the next color up, which is this one. This one has a little bit, listen, I'm sorry for that. We'll swatch the deepest shade as well. So we do have these two shades, again, really light. This one, like the third, I feel like it's because it's like emollient on top of that. This one has a little bit more of a cool pinky tone, and this one is a little bit deeper. I feel like the first swatches, you can tell here, like number 2, 3, and 4, and then here's somewhere number 1. Like, we'll find out. I will start with, I feel like you can see it's a little bit. Yeah, we will first start with this one, which is the second shade. This one is my favorite brush for cream contour at the moment. This is the Heavenly Luxe Complexion Perfection Brush number 7 by IT Cosmetics. I did purchase that at some point. Don't ask me how long. And I'm just going in there, and then I'm just using the mirror and see. Yeah, that is working though. Did maybe use a little bit too much though. Did pick up quite a bit of product. This is a great contour shade. Listen, I don't know if you can tell, but I do. Maybe I do need to. I feel like a contour just needs to be a little bit, you know what I mean? It's not too obvious. And I feel like that is exactly that. I feel like these are also not too pigmented, so you can't work with them straight off the palette, which I feel like this is really nice. It's also having a great color, if you know what I mean. It's not too warm, and yes, I am more of like a neutral to warm toned, but I mean, we don't have to like trying extremely to get that. I feel like this shade is really nicely, really natural, not too bad. Let's see if I want to try the next shade up. Maybe a little bit. I will go into the next shade up. So we did use this one, and I will use this one, just a teensy bit. Again, same brush, and just see how that, like, if that is giving a little bit of something. I'm not sure if this is, of course, yeah, it gives a little bit of depth as well. Again, don't know if you can tell. With all the studio lighting, it's a little bit, like, sometimes a little bit difficult to tell. But this is really pretty. Again, it is really slightly. If I do want to do a little bit of underpainting, I maybe also can use this one. Or listen, if I do want to darken up any of these shades, that will work as well. I'm not sure if you can tell, maybe on this side, a little bit on this, but it definitely gives dimension, which I do enjoy. I feel like that one, that shade, I was like hoping on giving that, and it's not too warm toned, so I can go on top with a cream bronzer, which I'm not having at the moment. So it's more of a contour, more of an Asian beauty contour, you know what I mean? Like the perfect shade that is not too warm but also not too cool toned, which I do enjoy. And then again, this one I could maybe use in the summer or as another underpainting for my complexion, which probably will work as well. Should I? Maybe this one is a little bit warmer. Let's maybe listen. Let's dip into that as well, because why not? I do indeed like stipple a little bit on my hand because I don't want to have like too much. Just graze a little bit. Again, I don't feel like that did quite a lot, but again, I also like did not use a ton of product, but so far I do enjoy that. On a blush option, I will tell you right away that probably I will tend to these two more. I feel like these ones are quite cool toned or quite bubbly peach, which pink, which I don't think will work on my skin tone quite well, because I do have, again, more neutral to warm leaning undertones. I feel like that's not quite what works with my complexion best, just saying. But I feel like this one and this one will probably work phenomenally. So I will start with this one, and we will probably layer this one on top of this. I'm using, this is not an Hourglass blush, this is the Maang brush I ordered from Shein. So just so you know, we'll just go into this shade. Did not swatch these, by the way. I will of course blend in swatches for you. I will just like stipple a little bit on my hand so it's not too much. This shade is not giving like tons of things. Again, if you're lighter than me, that could be great. This color could also like really nice be for mixing or something like this. I don't feel like this is giving like a lot. Like it's really pale. Again, you could mix them with the other colors or with other products and get your perfect shade. Let's go with the like deeper shade. I feel like that probably will give me at least a little bit more. We don't need a lot. Listen, we don't need a lot, but at least a little bit. Ooh, that is a pretty shade. You can tell here. This one is again a beautiful shade. I'm just like stamping a little bit off the pigment just so it's not too much. Ooh, that is damn pretty. And again, you can use the lighter shade that I just put underneath this as like a blending shade for maybe this color if you overdid yourself. Just saying. But that is a beautiful shade. I wish it, again, I have to say, I wish that this one had like a little bit more of an orangey shade, like the light palette, and I just don't want to add in that as well. Listen, because I felt like the light palette would have been better for blush, for me at least. But I felt like, again, the bronzer colors were a little bit too warm toned for me to use. So I did not want to pick it up just because of the blushes. Because again, you have the color case, which you can use as blushes as well. This one though is really pretty. And they don't like, see, like look at this. This is like really creamy. We'll see if it sets down a little after a few moments or so. Let's try to do the color case and work on an eye look that will probably like work. We still wait for the face product to like set it down. So far it's not, but listen, it's a few minutes. We will try the color case though in between. And I did prime my eyelids. Normally I would say, like, listen, I have oily eyes, but like I would say if you don't need to, you could just skip that step. But I have to say, because I do have oily eyelids and I do want to give them like the best opportunity they could have, I will I prime my eyes and I will go on top of that with these colors. Listen, for me, I don't feel like I enjoy cream colors on my eyes, but this could be also like a really nice base for maybe a colorful look or something like this. So I'm trying to open up my mind about these and then just like play with these a little bit. I feel like I do want to use the green, but I also want to use the peach. I'm a little bit torn. I do also edit some palette so I can like scoop some out and then go from there. So let's try that and do a really pretty look. I feel like the white will be probably in our inner corners. Maybe we start there. Let's see. So let's start with this shade, which is fuchsia. This one I just scooped a little bit out on my palette so I don't like dig my brush in there. By the way, I do enjoy that we have like color coding as well on the palette, so you definitely know in which direction you should read this. I just put really tiny bit on there and then I'm just like trying to fluff that up with my brush and we'll see how that will work. Again, not work with any of these, and we will just place that. This could be the best or worst decision I've ever done in my life. Again, normally because I do have oily eyelids, that is not an option I enjoy, like playing with cream color. But again, it could like steer me wrong, and this could be an amazing idea, depending of course how far we are coming with like the staying power. I will, if I'm not, please leave down a comment and remind me, but I will definitely include like a wear test, like how many hours or at one point they break, or if they aren't breaking at all. Like that could be a case as well. By the way, like look at this. That is amazing. Again, because we don't have the shimmer palette, and yes, there is a shimmer palette by Makeup by Mitchell. We don't have any shimmers today. But I mean, that's not bad, is it? Do we need them? I feel like no, we don't. So far, that does not feel like hard to work with. Again, I am more concerned at the moment about staying power than I am about like blendability or anything like this, because that does not look bad. I do have to layer there a little bit more because I just had like a teensy bit of product left. So we do that and then we go to the next color. The next shade is a Coral Moral. This one, love the names. I again scooped out like the tiniest amount, and I will use my Cinch EO4. By the way, the last brush was the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill JH33. We do have some similar one by SOCIA as well. This one again is by Cinch Beauty, and I will just like smoosh the color, if you see, and then like work it a little bit into the fibers, and then we will go right beside the bright hot color. So far that worked quite well. Did not have any problems at all with any of the shades yet. Okay, just using one, and then again we do have the others. Also, I did not have any problems to blend this out or not make it like too extreme, if you will. So that's also quite nice. I'm using a little bit on the tip and also place that on the lower lash line. Probably can like put that in. I'm so curious how they will, like using again other, I'm so curious how they will like last, because again I do have oily lids. Not sure if they will like settle or set down like a cream to powder. Not sure if they meant to be honest, and I'm pretty sure they aren't. But I mean, at least I can hope. You know what I mean? So far, they're quite nicely vibrant. This one is a little bit more, I wouldn't say sheer, but I feel like it's not as opaque as the other shade, like the first one. So we'll see. And the next shade I want to try is this one, which is Sour. Sour. This one is quite similar to, let me see, High Fizz. I feel like High Fizz is a little bit more bright, but I feel like this one would fit better. So we would do this, and then we will go into the white, which is Ruffles, just so you know. And let's add another brush. I was thinking about using another of my Singe Beauty brushes, but we do have this one. Let's try this brush. It seems to be synthetic. It is green. It is flat, like perfectly fine. I again like used a little bit of the green shade. Again, the not quite so bright one. And we will just lay that on a synthetic brush, and then we will just place that beside the really pretty peach one. Listen. We will just like lay this. I feel like, listen, I'm not into the brush. Probably for another purpose that could be really, really nice, but I have to say I do want to use my Zeesea one just to, I feel like with this Zeesea one you can also, because it's a little bit fluffy, you can also like blend it a little bit, like so. It's not my favorite color though. Do you need to say that? But it lays down quite nicely. Again, I feel like as a base for maybe a cream, maybe for an powder eyeshadow, this could be really pretty as well. This has more of a yellow vibe, to be honest. I thought it would be a little bit more green, but we'll go with that. But that works. Let's do that also on the lower lash line, at least a little bit. Again, with not much product. Trying not to cake on the product, because that's what I would do. I would do thin layers, maybe as a base, again, for some other eyeshadows, like the one from Unearthly or Cosmic Brushes or whatever it is. Or like do it like this and then go from there. Just saying. So far so good. Let's add a little bit of the white again. If you know what I'm doing, like I'm just using the thing. I'm putting a little bit, the spatula, I'm putting a little bit on my plate, which again, it's like, there we have it here, a little bit on the plate. And then I'm using the SOCIA 230. This one is a Luxe pencil brush. This one is, by the way, clean. Just going in the product. So listen, why I'm using the palette is because I don't want to use too much product, and I do want to add in, or like work it into the brushes a little bit better than if I would just like go directly in the palette and, you know, try to rub product in. That would be like, I feel like overkill. This color is beautiful textured. Like, look at this. Just using a little more for the other eye. This is reminding me a lot, like the color as well as the creaminess of the what was it? The other one I have from Asia. That was really nice. Oh, the Zeesea one. So, but that is working really well. I do enjoy the pigmentation. It's not too bright, but it's also not like lacking in pigmentation, which is a nice thing. Let's see. Let me wait a few minutes. Oh, I'm interested in this one. Do have like not blended the blush like in that area, which great for me. Let me have that sit for a few minutes, and then we'll see how that is, like if that is settling, if that is staying put, if it like dry down or something like this. So far the face product is not drying down, so I probably have to set it with a little bit of product. No, it's not setting down. So just so you know, a little bit of powder probably will be sophisticated. I will will be in charge. But again, I will wait a few minutes and then I'll be right back to show you if they are settling, if they're not, and how all the products work together. So a few minutes have passed and I feel like, let me scoot you in a little bit closer. I feel like you can maybe see it's a little bit sticky up there. So I feel like none of these products set down, so I will indeed set them down. I will use a little bit of powder on my face, so I've set down the contour as well as the blush. Like, look at it, beautiful. And I will use probably some eyeshadows to set down the colors here. So probably like use one of the palettes I own where we have that, and I'll be right back and we can go to lips. So I did finish the look off. I used NYX Chartreuse Fresh as well as Empress Lashes by Kiss. If you don't know, listen, I feel like all my lashes are Empress lashes, which is not true. I just have like 2 pairs or so at the moment, so just have it in mind. I did powder my face and I feel like it's a little bit less sticky, but not like done. And I thought about, listen, I thought about like setting this with colorful eyeshadow. Like, I have to say, the one that was really, really close in color scheme is Delicious Delights by Cosmic Brushes, which I just have randomly here. I felt like this shade and then maybe this one and then this one here would have been like perfectly to layer on top of my eyeshadow. But I did, also there's white, just saying, but I did a refrain from that because I was like, listen, I just powdered the eyeshadow down and I used the loose powder from like Peri Para, I feel like, and I will have like just to see, like I didn't want it to intervene with the product itself. So if it's like blotching off or separating at some point today, I can tell you, and then I will try a later time point to see if like this is a great cream base for maybe colorful shadows as well. So we do have 2 lipsticks though, and I do want to try these so much you don't even know. And again, this is a Menu and 60s Era. I like, listen, as per usual, I picked up 60s Era because it's like an orangey color. Maybe not the best for this look, but let's swatch this. By the way, this is like the bullet and the compound. Do have to say, I mean, it does not look bad. It is just not a magnetic closure, it's just a regular one. But let me swatch that, and I will swatch both of them on my lips. This is the color which I feel like would be perfectly for the middle shade in our look. This is the color. This is again 60s Era, and I will swatch these without and with lip liner, because without is the one, of course, maybe some of you would prefer and you can see the true color, but to be honest, I will probably wear them with a lip liner, just saying. So this is Menu. Again, this is more of a nudie shade, a nudie brown shade. Listen, it was a little bit difficult to... Ooh, that is pretty as well. It was a little bit difficult to decipher which colors I wanted to buy, because there were a ton. And I felt like on Beauty Bay, at least, these swatches were not existing, at least in my case. So let's try these on, and I will do a little bit of a like fast pace so you can see both colors, and I'm pretty sure I will use 60s Era for this look to finish it off. This is Menu without a lip liner. To be honest, I feel like with lip liner this will probably look better. They do glide on really, really nicely. Again, this is a matte-ish formula. It's a Mattitude thing, so it's not like super extreme shiny or something like this. It definitely reminds me of like the 80s. So let's try it here. Like, listen, the color itself is not like the best for my teeth color, but it has a little bit of a tinge of like I would say yellow. But this is it without a lip liner. This is the color with lip liner. This one by, you know, my obsession with Kylie. This one is Kylie Precious Pout Lip Liner in Stone. This is the one I'm wearing like all of the time at the moment, and I feel like this one is a little bit better, like not as, I wouldn't say pasty looking, but pasty looking, listen. But this is with a lip liner, so you can see both looks. Now let's try 60s Era. This is a really white base. God, this is 60s Era again, like a really white based corally tone. Listen, that is horrendous for my teeth. This is bright neon. almost like it's really white based. I will try that with a lip liner to feel like a little bit better. Let's say it like this. This is way better. Again, same lip liner. Listen, this is, I did also like, by the way, I layered like the lipstick and then just like layered the lip liner on top, and then I mixed it a little bit. This one is way better. Like if you do it like this, then this is not too neon, if you know what I mean. It's still bright, don't get me wrong. If you're lighter than me, this could be really pretty. If you're deeper than me, this will be like coral neon. It's not the best choice, just telling you. But I feel like so with the lip liner, this is a totally acceptable look. I would wear this like this. So yeah, that is, listen, my selection on lipsticks is not the best this time. I feel like last time I had a little bit better choices, if you will, but I mean, they're both pretty. They are matte, though. I feel like for the first one, which is Menu, I've had a little bit left of the lip care I had on, so it was a little bit gliding better. This one, because I of course removed the other one, this one is a little bit more drying. We'll see how it wears. I mean, I don't think it's transfer proof. It's not, so you know, which again, they don't claim to be. I feel like with these colors, especially with 60s era as a like color itself, I feel like a little bit of dabbing, a little bit of product will go probably a more natural route than like putting that on. You did see the neon, didn't you, in the last clip? Yeah. So in general, I do enjoy the products I've tested so far. Listen, now we come to the part where I'm telling you if I like it or not, and we'll see. Again, these ones I will see how they perform and if they like last all day, if they are at some point uncomfortable. I do have dry lips, so that could be at some point. I feel like both of these colors are wearable if you use a lip liner. I feel both of them are, I won't say quite neon, but they're definitely, if you don't have like distinct lip color, they are like pigmented, and that could be looking a little bit too much, just saying. But with lip liner, I feel like this color is beautiful, and again, the other one was as well. So that is just the thing. This one, again, the color case, I do have to try more. Again, I will try it as well as a base for some colorful makeup looks, and I feel like that could be really pretty. Depending on how good this will stay on my eyes. Again, I did do a primer underneath that, so that could be helping. But I feel like alone, if you have dry eyelids, I feel like that could be amazing. But if you have like normal to oily, that could be like going on oils, like, if you know what I mean. And then we do have again the curve case, which is the lighter one, and I feel like again I do enjoy the contour shades. This one again a little bit light, but I feel like you can like mix it in, make your custom shade. And again, this one, a beautiful color. This one also a little bit light, but maybe for blending. And again, you can again mix and match with all of these, so that could be really nice. So you could like warm up with this shade some of these contours if you wanted to. Just saying, like this one and then this one mixed in could be warming that up a little bit. Again, I will test, of course, the pink and the purple at some point, maybe in a reel or TikTok. We'll see about that. Again, I feel like I want to try the lighter version as well. Like this is the lighter version, so I want to try the light version, because I feel like again the blushes are a little bit more suitable for me, a little bit more pigmented, a little bit more up my speed, if you will. And again, I could mix them. I feel like, listen, I feel like you can buy and purchase all of these. I feel like they're 4 or 5 at this moment, and they will probably work. Again, you can use them as well on your lips, so I could indeed like use this shade as a nude lipstick and it would work probably really well. So just so you know, these are the same goes, I feel like, for all of the Made by Mitchell products. You can use them as eye products, lip products, cheek products, and all the things, and I can definitely see that. None of them is drying down though, so if you wanted to act, you can set them down. But you can also, if you're dry skinned, work with that. I'm not sure how they will hold up if you use them when you're oily, because I do have an oily T-zone, but I do have dry like sides, so that could work quite well. So just so you know, keep that in mind. If you're oily, maybe you want to set them down and then work on top of them with powders, or again, if you're dry, this could be perfectly fine and your skin can absorb the oil that is still here. So let's again, I think that was not bad. Again, it's not like, oh my god, I'm super wowed with the product, but I'm also not disappointed. Again, the lip products look really well, and these all as well. I feel like, again, I will see if they work on top of other products as well, and they play along well with these. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Do I need any product by Made by Mitchell to look further into? Do you want to see more products or different products from the band? Then please leave it in the comments so I know you want to see that. And I wish you a beautiful week. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you aren't already, to see fun and happy looks with happy colors in the future and on your feet if you subscribe. I wish you a beautiful week, and we see us in my next video. So bye guys.